I wish tonight's segment was just another quirky breakdown of internet nonsense or, the things that I've been talking about, but it isn't. What we are dealing with here is the part of YouTube that nobody wants to talk about out loud. The part creators pretend they don't see. Because calling it out means standing in front of a storm instead of watching from the sidelines. Tonight, we're looking directly at what happened in a video where someone sits on a live stream and tears another woman apart for sport, not for commentary, not for accountability, for sport. And she does it using the same three weapons she always reaches for: people's private information, people's race, and people's real life families who never asked to be on YouTube in the first place. And we need to be honest. This isn't shade. This isn't reads, and this isn't drag culture, I guess we could call it. This is doxing, harassment, humiliation for profit, wrapped in a performance loud enough to distract. This is ugly behavior. What we're witnessing. Every timestamp tonight, if I mention one, comes from her own mouth, and everything I reference is on public record. No claims, no speculation, just receipts that she created herself. Whether or not we're going to settle in for 10 minutes or 20, however long, it's a Sunday night. Maybe I'm going to break down something exactly to what happened and why it matters. That's my approach. Why? And why this pattern keeps repeating across this sector. It's just a loop. And nobody seems willing to cut. This is D for doxing too. And analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. So I'm not going to get into the middle of a person's, disagreement with, how they run their platform. That's not what this is about. Or their fallout. That's not what this is about. Because if we allow that to be what it's about, then we're going to take our eye off of the focus of what it should be about. So I don't want to belabor the time. Let me just kind of maybe set the tone a little bit, if I hadn't already done that in my opening. So this creator in the video that I took a look at in the transcript, and some of it live, spends over 20 minutes publicly exposing another woman's information. She pulls up government databases, license boards, private messages, family photos, ancestry claims, all of it for a live audience. This isn't commentary. Mm-mm. This isn't conflict resolution either. What we witnessed was doxing, ridicule, harassment presented as entertainment. And what I'm talking about is targeting and doxing Polly. She starts by mocking her. Mhm. She reads her name aloud, repeatedly scrolling through private messages and laughing while doing it. She treats someone else's fear and distress like a punchline. She even praises another content creator for doxing Polly first by saying, "That's what you get." Mhm. She's making a mockery out of the entire situation. She doesn't care about anyone. This is what people don't understand. She doesn't care that it's let me just because right there I was going to launch into something. Let me just go back. Again, she starts by mocking. Okay. She praises another content creator, as I said, for doxing Polly first. This is what you get. It's classic retaliatory doxing, punishing someone for falling out, disagreeing, or leaving a mod position. Does it kind of remind you of something that maybe has happened before on this platform in this sector? Mm-hmm. Punishing someone for falling out. Mm-hmm. I could ask a question. So if you leave someone's channel, or if someone leaves your channel, because we're content creators, does that give someone the right to expose their real name, family messages, private, all of that? Mm-hmm. But then there's this angle, and I just can't help but I gotta mention it. It's, let's just call it what it is. It was racial ridicule because the tone shifted quickly and it suddenly turned into insults that turned racial. The target is mocked for being white, mocked for not being black enough, mocked for celebrating Hispanic heritage, mocked for having a black grandparent or not having one. This isn't shade. It's not comedy. It is identity-based humiliation. And when race becomes the tool used to embarrass someone, that is racial harassment. Call it what it is. When it's convenient. Oh, I can get into so much. But let me just try to stay focused. So why does someone's ethnicity become a weapon when their argument runs out? Then weaponizing, have we heard this before? Licensure or employment. So then she begins searching Texas licensure databases on screen live, not to investigate, but to perform a spectacle. We've seen this before. This pattern, typing in a person's name and waiting for no results found and then celebrating. This isn't journalism. This isn't research. Really, come on. This is using state systems as props to shame a private person. Then the line gets crossed even further. Pictures of either parents or grandparents and unrelated family members appear on the stream. Faces are zoomed in on. Appearances are mocked. Identity is used for jokes. Family members who never signed up for this. Definition of doxing when they talk about others doxing. This is pure reveling in it. And it's used to instantly for the purpose of humiliation. I mean, this has an angle in it so harmful. And then on top of it, this harassment and abuse is monetized throughout this rant. She interrupts herself to thank channel members, read super chats, shout out cash apps, remind the audience to like and subscribe. And the audience is fueled by this harassment, monetized in real time. It's for profit tied to humiliation. Where have we seen this before? So if the money goes up every time someone is attacked, what incentive is there to stop it? Should I pause? Should I just say it's 10 o'clock? No, it's 10:02. It's November the 16th. And it's called documentation, or it's called Analyze This Mess. Should I just pause? There is threats, retaliation, intimidation because she warns creators that they are next. She predicts, oh, is someone going to get suspended? Suggests action against anyone who critiques her. Refers to her group, she calls the Revengers. You can drop the R. Framing it like it's a coordinated force, and it is. In fact, this is intimidation. This is retaliation. This is not commentary. It's a warning broadcast to the entire sector. This matters. Why it matters? Because this behavior is not harmless. It affects real people. And it spreads fear in the community. It normalizes harassment. It encourages doxing. And it tells creators that disagreeing with her means your family might be dragged on the screen next. This is a pattern that impacts victims, viewers, and other creators, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. The environment, the entire environment of this platform, on this platform, as long as we continue to ignore it, it becomes emboldened, it's allowed to grow, and we see the results of it. mean, where is the line between commentary, abuse, and harassment? And should race ever be used as a humiliation tool? You're probably wondering, what is she talking about with the race? You mean when she said cracker, graham cracker, you're not black. Where's the black family at? I don't see a black person. You think you're black. She wasn't criticizing actions, she was attacking identity. She was using race as the humiliating device. Call it what it is. This is the textbook definition. You aren't black. You're Hispanic. You don't belong. That's racial degradation. Performed for an audience for laughs, dominance, and money. It was a racist rant. That's what the content was. Performative. Weaponized race, mocked heritage, making jokes about someone's race, ethnicity, skin tone, taunting ancestry while reading super chats. That's racial humiliation for profit, which is even worse. Sounds like reverse superiority if you ask me, but nobody wants to ask me. My opinion is just my opinion, and receipts are what they are, and you can have an ear and you can let it hear or not. But someone's identity as their punchline. People trying to pretend that racism only works in one direction. No, racism equals using race to dehumanize. She demeaned. White identity, Hispanic identity, black identity. You ain't black. She was hitting every group like identity was a toy. That's racist conduct, period. Demeaning, mocking, fake pity, attack. You think you're one of us, kind of a narrative. You'll be next if you criticize her. Sounded like a racist tirade, if you ask me. Reverse? Oh, okay. Oh, the joke's on, but the joke's on whom? Fear, intimidation, control, racial harassment. And we accept it. The hypocrisy makes it even worse. Oh, you can say, well, her best friend is Hispanic. She performs solidarity selectively. But when she wants to hurt someone, she goes straight for race. That's opportunistic racism. I'm not sitting here calling someone a racist. I'm identifying racist behavior. Because her rant matched the structure, the content, the outburst intended to devalue and dominate someone else using race as a weapon is racism. My opinion. I'm talking about behavior. Yeah. So we can bury our head in the sand and we can say we don't witness it, we don't see it, and we can just stand by. And what she gets out of it all, you see, she can stand back, repeat the same history, the same tactic, when she can swoop in and point at someone else and say, you're the one that dogs. But then she escalates it, takes it to another level, and then laughs in everyone's face. It's not harmless. And it's spreading and being normalized. But the jokes are rooted, deeply rooted. They are. I have my own instincts. I have my own experience in all of this. And we see it. We all see it. You do. It's just choosing to ignore the obvious. Until what? It lands on our doorstep. It's fear. You see why people don't speak up? This is real. And people act as if it's a joke. Like you could just shrug it off. Like, oh well. Because you don't know how this can affect someone. Mm-hmm. And this individual is consistent with saying they don't give a F about others and their feelings. Mm-hmm. So if they don't give that, why should I protect them knowing the truth and others hearing the truth? Why do we shield this? Because they don't care about anyone. No. No. You're useful until you're not useful. That's it. In my opinion, this is fair use commentary. It's 10:14. I've been on 30 minutes. Maybe I should look at the chat. I don't know. But this is serious. And I can understand why someone would have concerns of their information getting out. This is not a laughing matter, and to judge someone for their reaction of how it might affect them and to minimize that, I can't, there's just something about it. Because their peace of mind, my peace of mind, an individual's peace of mind, it's violation. That's what a person will feel. It's violating. Not because your name necessarily gets out. It's in the hands of someone who we know utilizes it in the wrong way, and this person gets to remain anonymous. There's something about that. Yeah. Right now, I'm a content creator. This is YouTube, a platform. Any of us at any moment can be, channels can be taken. YouTube can take our channels. They're going through their own housekeeping. Yeah. And so it's actually a privilege to be on this platform and to have a voice. But when someone wants to take our voice away, that's, and replace it with what they call the truth without letting others hear the truth, that's not fair. That's not balanced either. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else before I say goodnight? That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been working hard so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been working hard just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. gracefully. Gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you too proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon' rise. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could've done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shot. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.